The lessons of the March of the Living impacted me tremendously. To be 600 strong, children from all over the world, to march together, to remember what the Holocaust was all about, to see the faces of sadness and sorrow, to see the faces of children that had never, thank God, experienced what I have experienced. As a child survivor, we pray for the future. The kids should be healthy, have no fears, not be ashamed to be Jewish, to be proud of their heritage, to walk together as one, to be united as a united front.
You see students who come back from the March of Living who become involved in the Jewish community in universal causes, and in fact are changing the world for the better every day because of their experience on the March.
The lessons from the March of the Living have inspired me to take action and continue educating about the Holocaust. Mainly this has sort of inspired my work on campus with Jewish Life and reaching out to other groups outside of the Jewish community to educate them about the Holocaust.
So it was a real turning point for me. I felt that it really pushed me towards a leadership role within the Jewish community and helped me to really thrive in a leadership role because I now had the experience and understanding of what the Holocaust really meant.
I realized the importance of being an active member of the Jewish community, which before I went on the March of the Living, I really didn't feel the same sense of pride that I feel today. Not only do I feel proud, but I also feel that it is my duty to be an active member and to use my voice and speak out in support of the Jewish people and the Jewish nation that is Israel.
I think the most powerful message that we have heard, and I have heard from a Holocaust survivor of the March of the Living, is from Judy Weissenberg-Cohen, who said, when you listen to a witness, you become a witness, telling us that all of us who heard her story are now the witnesses for the next generation. We are the ones who are bearing the torch of memory for the Holocaust survivors.
These young adults will never forget where they were, to see the horrors of Poland and the richness of Israel back to back, to see the horrors of the war camps and the beautiful life of the Israelis, to see Jerusalem, to see what we stand for, and to see how far we've come.
Is the importance of choices and how even the smallest choice can sort of impact your life and other people's life.
What can be here today isn't necessarily here tomorrow, so get up and do something because time is of the essence.
It could have been our generation that experienced the Holocaust. It just happened to be his generation. It's nobody's fault that it happened at that time because it could have happened at this time too. So it really makes people my age and people who obviously didn't experience the Holocaust put our lives into perspective and appreciate what we have today, especially here in Canada.
One of the universal messages of the March of the Living is keeping our traditions alive from generation to generation, Lador Vador.
Decisive, continuous action.
The dignity of all humanity.
Education, pride, and continuation.
The universal lesson of the March of the Living in one word is hope.
Remembrance, of course, and education.
Action. Pride, but also empowerment.
Developing Jewish identity.
Education.
Connection.
Connection to one's past, connection to one's present, and hopefully connection to one's glorious Jewish future.
Personal and communal responsibility.
Continuity.
Well, unity.
Is not an understanding of how people died. It's a deep understanding and appreciation of how Jews lived. And I think that the March of Living does an incredible job of taking them back in time to the places where they lived and where they died. But it is a responsibility of every Jew who goes on the March of Living, every participant, to realize that they get to continue living their life as a Jew in a space where other people could not have. So I think a universal message is to be proud and to continue to live in a compelling way and contribute to the world, and to the Jewish world, in a way that people will remember you forever.
All I wish for is peace and happiness and safety for my children and my grandchildren. They should never go through what I did. If we don't unite together and work together to make it a better place and fight for what we want, nothing comes easy. We have to fight for everything we have, especially today.